everybody, thanks for watching. So real quick, for the people who ask about the Shopify Amazon sale, I extended it until Friday as we agreed, and here it is. It's Friday. I'm going to do you guys one better and extend it until Monday. Please understand, Monday the price will go up to $300, $299. Take advantage of the sale now. As I said, it speaks for itself. There's no way you're not going to make your money back. There's no way you're not going to do well if you follow along with this course. It's worth way more money than I'm selling it for. I'm giving you guys an opportunity to get it at this low price. And you got to remember, there's going to be continuous videos added to that file. Whenever things are updated, I'm going to add new videos. There's already been 2 new videos added and more before that. You're going to continue to keep getting updates for your course, for your site, or what have you. And it's going to be free. You don't have to pay for them. You pay this one price, and every new thing that comes to it goes to that file. Make sure you guys take advantage of it. The price will go up, and it's going to go up after that as well. I'm trying to raise it in increments. It's going to get to a higher price. The more videos go to it, the higher the price is going to go, because it's going to end up being a lot of videos, because things are changing. As I said, it's a lot that's coming that some of you guys foresee, some of you people do not. And you're going to be scrambling for this information when the time comes. Everything about GTA 6, how to make money in GTA 6, is going to be added to that file. Every new update for things is going to have you making money using crypto or using your site, using Shopify or anything with stablecoin. Those videos are going to go to that file. Make sure you guys take advantage at this low price. I can't stress it any more than the way I'm stressing it. It's cheap, it's low. I'm trying to do this for people who cannot afford to pay $300. Do not complain later on. I gave you guys a shot. We'll be at $300 come Monday. Take advantage this weekend. That's going to be the end of it. Also, for Merkabah Scholar Society members, make sure you guys check the ad for the Occult Anatomy of Man. Manly P. Hall. The video is done. It is up. Make sure you guys check that out. It's a very deep video. And as you know, we have a lot to add on to that. So the Occult Anatomy of Man, the link is on the ad. Make sure you guys check that video out. We're going to get into it in the next meeting. We have a lot coming up with that. So make sure you guys check it out. Now, I know MPA members asked about where's the videos. As I said before, in case you didn't hear last time, there's only about 11, 12 people from MPA that's now already in the society. So as I said before, if you're not in the society by now, you don't fuck with me like that. So let's just leave it at that. I'm not going to break my neck to put stuff out there for only 11, 12 people who clearly don't fuck with me like that. If you're not in the society by now, you don't fuck with me like that. It's just that simple. You're not serious about the knowledge. You're not trying to continue and follow what I've started years ago. So everybody who's made that decision is in the society, and here we are. So if you didn't make it, it is what it is. No hard feelings. Go on and continue doing what you were doing. And I appreciate everybody that made it over to the society, because if you understood what happened, something happened. Some of you guys was around, some of you wasn't. But a big thing happened in my life, and I had to make a change. I had to do something different. This was one of those things. And the people who understood that, they got on, they supported, and they understood what the process was. And, you know, I made this for everybody who's like-minded. It's going to benefit you guys way more than the society, Academy did. And there's a lot more in it for you guys. So as you can see, we're doing a lot. I got the app out on iOS and Android way more than I did in the Academy, because this is more serious. So for the people who still here, who stuck around, you guys understand there's a lot coming to this thing, and either you're in or you're out. Right now, you can get in for $18 a month. That's it. I'll waive the initial fee. That fee is going to come back soon. So again, take advantage now, man. People always complaining about prices and this and that. Oh, it's about money. It's about money for y'all. It's not about money for me. And people get pissed off about it because they pay way more to get in than you're going to pay. And it's how it is. But it's just what I'm trying to do to support people and help people and make it easier for people to make these decisions. And then, you know, it's up to you to make those choices when the time comes. So stop sending emails. No more complaining in the comment section. You've had multiple chances, right? It's up to you guys from here on out. But yeah, if you don't join still, take advantage of the sale, man. It's something you're going to be able to use in the future. You're going to want to be a part of this whole thing. And yeah, you know, stay up on it. But yeah, appreciate you guys who joined, all the new members, everybody who grabbed the course. Stay tuned for more on that course. Let's get into this video. So now, the senator from Missouri, right, who came out and basically said, hey, our ancestors basically built this country for white folks, that America is for white folks. A lot of people are outraged. A lot of people are shocked. There's a lot of podcasts talking about it. Everybody's talking about it because it's all they did was get people to talk about it. I'm talking about it. But it's not something that we don't already know. We already know that white people felt this way, that they felt like America is theirs, and that all the immigrants coming over and taking over are taken away from them. You know, I always do the joke. They're trying to take our jobs, right? And they are furious about it because they realize that they're losing power, and they're not. They're still in control and firm control of the world if you pay attention. And the problems and issues in this country are because the white people will not speak up. You are the people in power. We are the minority. You literally call us minorities. This is what they call us. We're a minority. We can't do what the majority can do. So if you're the majority and you have a problem with this country and the way the country has been run, why the fuck ain't you doing anything but bickering to minorities? You people spend more time, being racist and attacking minorities for stupid shit versus standing up for this country that you guys claim that your ancestors fought for, forgetting the fact that you stole it from us, forgetting the fact that you enslaved people all throughout this country to get to where you are today. So let's not talk about morality. Let's not talk about ancestors. Let's not talk about any type of shit like that when you go and look at your history as full of genocide, murder, rape, torture, slavery. What are we talking about here? This is done. This video, this whole speech that a senator gave, that he should not be a senator no more for this man giving this seriously racist speech. And how is he still a senator today? How is this man in any job or any position today after that speech he just gave? Because we know the majority of people, their ideals are rooted in manifest destiny, right? Plain and simple. If you guys don't know what manifest destiny is, here it is. Take a look and read it. But these people believe they have a divine right to rule, to conquer. And they did this already. They conquered across America and they conquered across the world, and they are in power. They are the only race of people who've committed multiple acts of genocide on this planet. But yet we're somehow the problem. Jose and Javier and Spanish people are the problem. Black people are the problem. And black people are in the position they are in because of white folks, because you put us exactly where we are. You have the power to put us where we are. We can't do shit. So if we can't make a move to come out of poverty, what makes you think we can make a move to change our economic position or situation to become the model citizens that you want us to be? And when we try to do that shit, Tulsa, you guys know, Black Wall Street, right? Move. Every movement we had as black people, Marcus Garvey, has been destroyed by white folks. So when we try to pull ourselves up our bootstraps, when we try to do right in this country, you guys take it away, you destroy it. So what are we talking about here? One of the things I want you people to understand, plain and simple, black folks, Spanish people, what have you. Because one, I don't like to see Spanish people, beefing with black people because they look at us the same. I don't know if you guys saw this video. It's these teenagers who follow this neo-Nazi guy, and they like him and they cool with him, and they kind of like FaceTime or whatever, do like a video chat. And he sees them and sees that they're Puerto Rican. And he said, I hate you people. I want you to die with the niggers. And it's like, they were so shocked. It's like, this dude is clearly, he's racist. He doesn't like you. He's not doing this stuff for a joke. And they wanted to do the Hitler salute to this guy, and he played the shit out of him. But this is what we're seeing. It's so many people that want to kiss the ass of white folks to be on the side of white folks so they can fit in and everything can be cool, when you don't realize that if these people can't use you for money, they don't fucking like you. Plain and simple. And if they still use you for money, they're probably talking about you. It's a weird thing to have somebody want to be cool with you because you're rich and famous. That's it. But they don't really like you because you're black. They don't really want to associate with any of your associates or anything outside of you making money for them. And this is what you got to see. This is why people like LeBron and other rappers and athletes still get pulled over by the cops. They still go through racial profiling, stupid shit. They still got to deal with it because their money don't mean shit. It's their color that's the problem. Plain and simple. So it's a lot of people claiming, to be surprised about the situation and by the senator's remarks. I'm not surprised at all. This is, as I said, this is the way we always knew they felt about this country. And again, MAGA and Make America Great Again is exactly that. Making America about, when they was ruling, them believing that they was going to be our masters forever. We're going to be picking cotton forever. They would love to have that shit back, but it's not practical. And they got to remember the beginning, abolitionists and black folks too. You got to remember this shit. Abolitionists, we wouldn't be where we are. We wouldn't have the abolitionists we had if it wasn't for white folks. We had abolitionists and we were able to travel to the North because of white folks who were abolitionists who hit us, who made a way for us to come from the South or come to the North. These are white people who were killed and put their necks on the line, their families on the line for the safety of black folks. Now, of course, we can believe all the stories and all the insight that we want about the real reason why slavery was abolished, because one, the numbers. Two, they couldn't do shit. They couldn't progress without us being a more free people. They took us from being caged chickens to us being free range chickens. We still chickens at the end of the day. They're still feeding off of us. So slavery was abolished? No way. Slavery was just, it just graduated. It just evolved into a different level. We're still slaves. They still have control of us. It's just a more different, friendlier situation, which they had already experienced in the North with black people, which they had already experienced before that with the Moors. So they knew how to be civilized with us and work with us. And they knew that they can, in some capacity, in some form of control us and still get what they want out of the situation. And this is what was done, right? And, we fast forward to today and you're seeing it's amping up. Everywhere you turn, there's some type of racial tension, some type of racial profiling, something racial always going on. And we continue to see this. We've been seeing it for years now. And it's something that we are used to. So now you bring in the full, undocumented workers, immigrants or what have you. The Mexican people that have been here before white folks. And you have all these issues going on. And meanwhile, they're silently, not even really silently, they're burying real black history. At the same time, they want to get rid of critical race theory and get rid of the textbooks and civil rights and all that stuff that happened in the 60s and 70s. They want to get rid of all this stuff at the same time. And then you have this senator come out and saying what he's saying. It makes it look as if everybody's doing something wrong to white folks, right? This is how it looks. Because if you don't know this history, then you can't say what I just said. You can't be like, what? Y'all basically stole this country from the indigenous people. You enslaved them. You murdered them. You raped them. And you think your ancestors gave you this country for what? You did it. For what reason was this country conquered, right? It was conquered to do what? You came from where? Where did you come from? And what country you come from that you couldn't do what you did here, right? You understand what I'm trying to say? Like, y'all couldn't do what y'all did in America, in England. Seems like you already did it. Y'all couldn't do what y'all did in Amsterdam, right? In Italy, in those countries. Like, it wasn't enough land in other places that y'all had to come here. This is what you got to understand. There's a reason behind it, right? It has to be more. And then when you go and look at the history and you see, well, wait a minute, you guys systematically went out to the lands of dark-skinned people and conquered these fucking people. And in some cases, you wiped them out completely, right? But Tasmania. And what the fuck is you talking about? What is the deal that you're talking about that you believe that you have a right to any type of land after you killed the people and conquered it, right? And this goes back into the Bible. And this is one of the reasons why I told people, man, I have enough information out there. You guys know I have a bunch of videos on the Bible, but today I can go ahead and make that switch so you guys can see what I'm talking about. Most of you guys already know, but I've always spoken about the Bible for and against, and it has to be yin yang, dualistic. That's what the Bible is. It's a dualistic book. You're going to talk for the book as far as its esoteric teachings. You're going to talk against it as far as the way it's being taught to the world. So I go against the preacher's teachings and the, mainstream teachings of the Bible. So when I say it's bullshit, when I say it's not true, I'm speaking to what the mainstream media, these preachers, will have you believe about the Bible. I 100% believe in Jesus and God, 100% praise Jesus and God, because I know they are in me, just like your Bible tells you, right? So you have to understand when you see celebrities, and I keep telling you guys about this, you see celebrities and you can run into any Mason or what have you, they always give them praise and thanks to God because they know it's the God in them. They understand the teachings of the book and what it's clearly telling you, right? So you have to understand this. But the main thing you have to look at is how they hid history within the book. So again, we go back to these people believing that the world is theirs, that God ordained them and gave them control over us, and them teaching the slaves back in the day that they were cursed, the curse of Ham, right? So again, for those who do not know, if you look at all of the tribes that were conquered in the Old Testament, these are all black tribes. So what I'm talking about, they're going out and systematically conquering lands of black people. This is what I'm talking about. It's in your Bible as well. So when you look at the Hivites and the Girgashites and the Perizzites and the Jebusites or what have you, and you see that they were conquered and that these people that was conquered goes back to the line of Ham, which would be the progenitor of the black race, which Ham, right, what basically represent Africa. So we're talking about African tribes. We're talking about black people, right, that this is supposed to represent. And these people are supposed to be somehow in opposition to God, right? So think about it in a common sense way. These people had their land. First of all, it was conquered, it was killed, or what have you. Had their possessions stolen, killed babies, or what have you. The Bible says utterly destroy these people, wipe them out, right? And for what? Because they don't follow him. Now, during that time, what Bible or religion existed that would tell these people that they are somehow against the one true God? Now, you send angels down how many times in the Bible to give messages, right? Jesus himself came down to Paul, but you couldn't send down an angel or make some type of miracle happen to tell these indigenous people, these people in these lands, that the God they're worshiping is not the one true God, that you are the one true God, right? So think about that. Why wouldn't you do that if it was meant for these people to know this? Because obviously it wasn't. And this is what black people and any people of color have to look at and understand. It wasn't meant for us. These people believe it was meant for them. And when you understand the esoteric teachings of it, you get the whole picture, right? There are deeper things going on, right? I understand a lot of people turn their life over to Christ. I have no gripe against that. A lot of people had hard times and the Bible brought them out their hard times, right? But you got to understand where that power and that energy comes from. And look at the history that pertains to this book and how it does not benefit you to believe in it and trust it the way it's been taught. You need to understand the inner teachings, because at the end of the day, it's going to be you who bring yourself out of your situation. Any way you've changed, anything that you've done to progress. If you want to get a glory to an unseen God, then fine. But at the end of the day, it was you that put in that work. It was you who had to change your mind to become who you became. Plain and simple. No being came down and did that for you or touched you or what have you. The inspiration or energy of what you believe touched you still came from you. You had to feel that feeling. That feeling is inside of you. Nobody came down and touched you. You got divine inspiration from self. Plain and simple. I mean, when you begin to understand that and begin to understand that your actions is going to be what take you out of your situation, you begin to understand the Bible a lot more and the true teachings of Jesus Christ in that book, which he's telling you, I am in you. Plain and simple. Not outside, in you. Ye shut out the kingdom of heaven, right? You don't allow others to go in, neither do you go in yourselves. He's talking about the church, he's talking about the preachers. They don't go in themselves to find the kingdom of heaven. And they don't allow others to as well. He's not talking about a church. He's talking about you. It's the only place you can go in, right? So you begin to understand the deeper teachings of the Bible and you start looking at the real history and putting everything together. And the history follows us to this country, follows us everywhere, because these people are using a doctrine and a teaching, an occult teaching, an occult knowledge that I teach in society that it's put them in the power and the position they are in today. And because we have been tricked and, from slavery, been bred and raised to believe in this and to believe in religion the wrong way, we don't understand its power. We don't understand the teachings. We are simply going off of what we've been taught. And then there's not enough of us out here to teach. And the ones who have come forward and taught and tried to put out the truth, we don't get no support. Or we're called crazy or conspiracy theorists or what have you. No matter how much proof we put out there, no matter how much we show you, we have the hardest route to success with our own people than against the white man or anybody else. And this is where we are. So I gave you guys this analogy before. You got to look at it, man. I mean, just look at these people, because the ones who are ignorant, they don't know history. They seriously think that they are the ones, that they are chosen by God. They are God's chosen people, whatever they want to call themselves. And you have a people that was in a position of power superior in their minds to us. And we were cooking and cleaning for these people, right? So then, okay, I done did so much sick shit to you. I done raped your daughters. I done fed your babies to alligators, right? I done emasculated your males, raped the males in some cases, made 2 men fight to the death, made women fight to the death, all kinds of sick shit, turned you against each other. Everything I did to you, and then all of a sudden government says, okay, let these people free. And now we go out into the world, and then what? To what? Go out into the world to what? All we know is what these people taught us. So now we got to fit in a society where the people who are in power feel like we are copying them, right? Think about today, where we live in a society to where we got social media. And if you do something, today is a craze, right? It's a trend, a fad. You do something, a TikTok dance or something that's trending, everybody thinks it's cool if you do it like them. It wasn't like that back in the day. It wasn't a fad. It wasn't a trend. They're looking at it as if, hey, well, wait a minute. We have skills that give us the ability over everybody else. If we allow these people to get these same skills, they're going to surpass us. But you got to remember, after slavery, we already had the skills. We was doing all the work.